Hello everyone, my name is Poonam Sarode. I did my graduation in Bachelor's of Cosmetic at Nagpur University. Later, I did my post-graduation in Cosmetic. Now, I am currently working as a content writer at Learn Canon Formulation School. I have 1 year teaching experience for the 11th and the 12th class for the chemistry subject. This is all about my introduction and the experiences. So, let's move on to the today's topic, periodic classification of the elements. I am sure by now that you realize why the classification of elements is so important. A number of failed and successful attempts in a past to see where the mysterious forms of the matter follow in a proper matter. In this video, we will study how the historical development of the periodic table as standards today and the modern periodic law also. Then we can, in this video, we will also learn from the periodic classification follows the logical consequences of the electronic configuration of the atoms. So what is periodic table? The question arises in our mind. We can take a common example. Well, our favorite TV shows scenes in the every day at the same time. That's called as the periodic. In our school ringing bell at the same time ring at every day. This is called as the periodic. What I am trying to say that the elements of all the known elements means according to their properties in a such a way that the elements of its similar properties are grouped together in a tabular form. This is called as the modern periodic table. So why do we need to classify these elements? Then we know by now the elements are the basic units of the types of the matter. You can tell me what's the common among the classification given by the Dovenier, Newlands and the Mendeleevs. I think you have to guess it. In the 1817, a Dovenier, a German scientist, proved that the fundamental property of all the elements are related to their atomic masses. Only 31 elements were known. Then by 1865, Newlands learns all that time of the elements could arrange in a increasing order of the atomic masses. He arranged only 56 elements. Then Mendeleev's periodic table. The most important step in the classification of the periodic table is the Mendeleev's periodic table. That time what happened? The fundamental property of the element, namely as a standard, they could also arrange all the elements in the increasing order of the atomic masses, and the 63 elements were known that time. But who gives the modern periodic table? The named English scientist Henry Moseley. He demonstrated that by using the experiment done by using the X-ray tube. What happened? That time the atomic number of the elements correspond to the positive charge on the nucleus, or the nucleus of the elements of the in the nucleus of the elements or the atom of that element. He suggested that the atomic number is more fundamental rather than the atomic masses. On the basis of this whole research, he shows that the atomic number is more clarified by the elements. Then, according to this modern periodic law, stated that the chemical and physical properties of the elements are the periodic function of atomic number. There are 118 elements in the modern periodic table, and listed by using the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Then first 94 elements are naturally occurring, and the 94 to 118 elements are the artificially synthesized by in the laboratories. So how to structure all these modern periodic table? Let's start. We can see in the modern periodic table, the elements could arrange in the increasing order of the atomic number. In this modern periodic table, the horizontal rows called as the 7 horizontal rows called as the periods, and the 18 vertical columns called as the groups. The arrangement of the periods and groups are result in the formation of the boxes. And then atomic number are serially indicated in the upper part of these boxes. We can see this. Then in each of the boxes have the proper space in for each of the one element. element. In these seven rows rather than in the modern periodic table there are the two rows at the bottom separately placed, that is called as the lanthanide and the actinide series also. Then in all the modern periodic table 118 elements could arrange in a proper manner. Then on the electronic configuration of the elements means in the modern periodic table they can be divided into the four blocks: S block, P block, D block and F block. Then the S block constitute the group 1 and group 2. Group 1 and group 2. This is called as the S block. Then the group 3 to 12 called as constitute the D block. D block also called as the transaction elements. Then group 13 to 18 constitute the P block elements, and in these P block elements we can see that the zigzag lines we can show in this P block element, and the zigzag line are also called as the traditional elements, that is the metal, non-metals and the metalloids. Metalloids lie in the upper border of the zigzag lines, and the metals lie in the zigzag line of the left hand sides, and the non-metals seen in the zigzag line of the right hand side. This is all about the modern periodic table. I hope you will understand very well. Thank you.